How does a team have 66% possession, take 23 shots, win 12 corner kicks, and play in front of more than 80,000 fans, and in the end get eliminated from the World Cup? If you had asked anyone before the Mexico versus England match who was more likely to qualify, the answers would probably have been very close, because Mexico was playing at home and in front of its fans, and England entered the tournament as one of the strongest favourites to win the title. But what happened at Azteca was one of the craziest scenarios in the entire tournament. And the strange thing is that the drama didn't start with the opening whistle. The drama started a full hour before it. A powerful thunderstorm hit the area around the stadium and forced the organizers to delay the match. The fans waited, the players waited, and the tension increased, as if the match wanted to tell them from the beginning that this was going to be a very nice night for you. And before we talk about any goal or any chance, we have to remember that Mexico had a huge advantage. Azteca Stadium. More than 80,000 spectators. Fans singing from the first minute to the last minute. Tremendous psychological pressure on any visiting team. And that's why what England did afterward was much harder than the final result reflected. And with the opening whistle, it was clear that Mexico came to impose its personality. The possession was theirs. The passes were theirs. The confidence was theirs. And as the minutes passed, the fans began to feel that their team was the one controlling the match. The numbers themselves said that. Mexico finished the match with 66% possession, 465 passes, with an accuracy of 92%. In contrast, England completed only 262 passes, with a passing accuracy of 83%. Numbers that make you imagine that Mexico was the big European team and England was the one trying to defend and survive. But football has never been just a game of numbers. And when the match reached the 36th minute, the first shock happened. And Bellingham, the young English star, took advantage of one of the few moments when England reached Mexico's penalty area and scored the opening goal, 1-0 to England. The Mexican fans were shocked because the scenario was completely against the run of play. But the real shock was still to come, only 2 minutes later. The 38th minute, Jude Bellingham again. The ball was in the net again, 2-0 to England. In just a few moments, the stadium changed from an expected celebration to complete silence. And the strange thing is that England, throughout the past years, had relied on Harry Kane as the national team's biggest star. But on that night, Bellingham stole all the spotlight. Because when you score 2 goals in 2 minutes in a World Cup knockout match, you're not just changing the score, you're changing the entire psychological state of the match. And that's the difference between a great player and an ordinary player. An ordinary player needs the match to be going in his favor to shine, but a true star can steal the match while it's going against him. But Mexico refused to surrender. And in the 42nd minute, the response came. Julian Quiñones, a goal that brought life back to the stands, 2-1. And suddenly, the match came back to life. And anyone who has never watched a match at Azteca may not understand the impact of what happened at that moment. Because the Mexican goal wasn't just a goal. The goal made more than 80,000 fans truly enter the match. Every English pass was met with whistles, and every Mexican attack was met with the entire stadium shaking. And the first half ended with everyone feeling that Mexico still had a very big chance to come back. And with the start of the second half came the biggest turning point. The 54th minute, Jarell Quansah was sent off. A straight red card. England were down to 10 players. And at that moment, almost everyone was convinced that the match would go Mexico's way. Because you already had the home advantage, the fans, and the possession. And suddenly your opponent was also 1 player down. But the sending off wasn't just a red card. The sending off was a real test of character. Because many national teams would have collapsed in that situation, especially while leading by only 1 goal. But what happened was that England played one of their most mature periods of the match after going down to 10 men. Mexico increased the pressure, the possession increased, the number of chances increased, but the English remained composed. And even stranger than that, they scored again. The 60th minute, a penalty for England. Harry Kane steps up. The English captain, the man who's used to carrying responsibility. He scores 3-1 to England. Imagine the scene, a team with 1 player less, playing away from home, in front of a terrifying crowd and under constant pressure. Yet they are the ones who scored the 3rd goal. And here, the Mexican nerves clearly started to tighten, because the match was slipping away despite all the control. But the home side refused to surrender once again. And in the 69th minute, Mexico won a penalty. Raul Jimenez stepped up to the ball and scored 3-2, and the match caught fire again. The fans screamed, the stadium shook, and everyone began to believe that the comeback was possible. And from here, the real siege on England's goal began. Mexico finished the match with 23 shots in total, compared to only 6 for England. They won 12 corner kicks, compared to only 2 for England. They controlled the ball with 66% possession, and almost every statistic was in their favor. But the problem was that Mexico was excellent only up to the penalty area. After that, the decisions were of lower quality. And that's a very important point, because the number of 23 shots looks terrifying on paper. But a large part of those attempts came from difficult angles, under pressure, or from long distance. And that's the difference between the number of chances and the quality of chances. And here, another hero appeared besides Bellingham and Kane. Pickford. People will most likely remember the goals, and that's normal. But whoever watched the match knows that Pickford was one of the biggest reasons for the qualification. Goalkeepers in matches like these become victims of success. If he saves 5 shots, nobody talks about it. But if he concedes one easy goal, everyone remembers it. And Pickford knew that. Every save gave England a new life, and every minute that passed brought the English closer to the quarter-finals. At the same time, it broke the hearts of the Mexican fans even more. And perhaps the thing that will make Mexico regret the most after the match is the statistics sheet itself. 66% possession, 465 passes, 92% passing accuracy, 23 shots, 12 corner kicks. Numbers that are enough to win them most football matches. But the problem is that football sometimes doesn't reward the team that did more. It rewards the team that took advantage of its moments better. And if you look at the entire match, you'll discover that England took advantage of almost every important moment. Bellingham took advantage of his moment, Harry Kane took advantage of his moment, and Pickford took advantage of his moment. As for Mexico, despite everything, they wasted more moments than they took advantage of. And perhaps the most painful thing for Mexico is that the elimination came in a match that was very close to them. Because there are matches you lose while knowing that your opponent was better than you. But this match was different. It's the kind of match that makes you go back to the statistics days later and ask yourself, how did we lose in the first place? And in the end, the referee blew the final whistle. England 3, Mexico 2, and a historic qualification for England. Not just because they won a difficult match, but because they did it at Azteca. After playing a large part of the match with 10 players, after facing enormous crowd pressure, and after enduring 23 shots on their goal. And in the end, people will remember only the result. But whoever watched the match will know that the story was bigger than just 3-2. It was the story of a team that survived the storm before the match, then survived an even bigger storm during the match itself. And more importantly than all of that, it was a night that proved once again that the World Cup doesn't recognize who had more possession. The World Cup recognizes only who knew how to take advantage of their moment before it slipped away.